statesman, first president of the Fourth Republic, Right Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, founder of the National Democratic Congress. He was a revolutionary leader, first president 1992 to 1996, 96 to 2000. We say his purpose will rest in peace. I'm off with Mama Joe at the bar and let my day in studio. And they essentially and they Yawa and they Yada Emma on my Ghana, same AC, and they Ghana Africa around. Oh my, you are Japan, I didn't see so this Fourth Republic democracy you would be kind, among you would be kind of Fourth Republic. There is a rolling and the Odayawan, sorry. When you're political way, we are Kumbia, either being a member of party A, B, C, D, red, green, or what, blue, white, or red, green, I slow. I'm in love with you now. Yeah, Papa, no, since I'm not being the same. What is 2020? What's the year? A lot has happened. We have COVID-19. The number of deaths that's being reported or recorded is unbelievable. Lost one of our statesmen, former President John Rawlings. We say to all Ghanaians, we say them referred to. And on this note, we start with some press releases every minority in Parliament signed by Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, that's the minority leader. There's also another one from the president on behalf of Africa and the world at large. Yebeko voter region. Na yene yen crofoni bia kokasa yeni fa ba kwa kokasa bisane to say a voter what's happening. Ewo yen former president ne honom ne krumu what is happening what is saying how for no. I mean what's the feeling like there? Say no mood I want for mood as the same or honom. If you are your you about Kumaha, freedom fighters, concerned citizen for freedom and justice. Dr. Emmanuel Susu Insua, a little bit in common. He is in his beautiful NDC Lacoste. So I shall read the Nyambre because, though the former president is the founder of the National Democratic Congress, but we know a Kangana food in Akayana, no Mayako, Yamayahunya Yako. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. So let's we go to voter already now. Our correspondent there.
It's a happy place of joy we should defend. But to find a bone, I am a dog of Metanua. A brony bun and one you will any TJ Cup. Get him, what's up, motherland? I don't feel like I'll be an aphia. I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba Machi Hada Magata was a young will a dodgy love for from a Chale how. From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa Hamakafu was she comes over reaches. If you don't make it be, somebody for fight, we don't need one of these. Income boom, easy with if you will protect the nation, but I don't let any
some day walk it by. My from my wabo susa, walk out some chon once it, say many bay you so killing you if you are. Wish you as if you want to for a month who are when you did your cocoto. A lady be okay, palace, a lady more okay, palace, a lepis you call okay, palace.
See, this is not a peace song, it's a love song. Peace and Ghana getting married, keep the love strong. See, a peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpet sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on an honor that we'll never fight again, cause Ghana is a happy place and joy we should defend.
Yeah, as we prepare to go to Bottle to talk to our correspondent, let's read through this address from the minority, NDC minority in Parliament. The NDC minority mourns the passing of former president and NDC founder, His Excellency Wellington Rawlings. Minority in Parliament is deeply saddened the tragic news of the passing of former president and founder of the National Democratic Congress, His Excellency Wellington Rawlings. It is no difficult to come to terms with this shocking development, considering that only a few weeks ago he looked well and healthy, as to when we visited his home to commiserate with him on the loss of his dear mother. Ghana and I dare say Africa has lost a political icon. Ghana owes a current democratic credential as a peaceful and stable democratic Jerry John Rawlings. He is unmatched in the fight against corruption as he made it a high-risk activity. His motivation for public service was for the public good. He selflessly and relentlessly fought cronyism, nepotism, and graft. His death must inspire all to seek national interest. We offer our deepest condolences to his family, particularly our colleague, Dr. Senator Ajima Rawlings. The void created by his departure cannot be solved. Ghana has lost a dedicated public servant, the excellence. All minority MPs have accordingly suspended our campaigns consistent with the leadership exercised by our brother, His Excellency Dramani Mahama. May the Lord grant President Rawlings so perfect internal rest. Sign, it's yet here when it's a minority who are all parliament and any prop our parliament I'm a pay who drew or brought my taste a year Rawlings and baby call. Nanya dia na nko mo expect sir. But na say ya no mo bi sia ya mo chance so wa modern ya do that obi ka say obi fi say ya anko mo nje baka ya aye Rawlings na ma men so fi mu na say ya intibla NPC ya NPC ko ho no ko share bon ko na haruna aye manoti dey say we are running to Obia, so can't Ghana and Africa. Say, can't can be a mambo padia, Rawlings, if you mark for team papa. Now, if you remember any Ghana, actually at the castle. Nekuma or Etia, Katashi said, any prayer, Bibianua, Obitumino, Ajina, Oma, Chrono, Katashi said, Proyano, Aya, Dibia, name who said, Obi Crabes, then I've been said, obey the answer. I say, to the woman, I see Roma on my Ghana. Baby, your man is no one yet. I was not some young for some. I'm Obia, I'm Obia, said one of them. So we finish fast, so you're daily, so you're daily. I must say, almost my Yakopa, the man of Bushia 43, and in a bar. Dr. Senator Ajima Rawlings, someone in the Parliament. Oh no, yeah, MP Mark Collector. I want to say a positive cassette. Here we are Rawlings, where will we? I said, yet, we be a better one. A better deceiving you be out, but to me, Ashesa winning I feel it that gap for national interest the way we are being for says I'm campaign for 20 December 7 2020 elections elections in my campaign in my campaign no assign Sadia Frank Atuni his John Dramani Mahama so actually they are not also much rather find a crazy now we in Kabum minority assign back also every Parliament and Kasanso Abba right honorable speaker na koko iso na sign Sedia for institutions esi esu repayi ya kan wa mambu amina me kam yo mambu abegina wo mai awo Ghana sedia yinya esi sunu ene nanka say ye Electoral Commission about Parliament Saturday ebe church and wow on my year for 2020 elections no more mo dey go akwamu o be fi ase e di ne ma ko district ni region ni mu o ballot papers o mo 20 register now for on na neighbor bet ni 70 re ba beti itama come on ya be divert me kakra but ya be kwa ne ba beti so ya ba beti so
about the PP, about our soldier, about the PP, hey, I want to now so they walk here. Mafuma Wabo Susa, walk as some chon once, say, men bay you some Kenya, if you are, wish you as if you won't pay for a month who are when you be a cocoto, a lady be okay, palace, a lady more care, ballet, a lepizico care, ballet. I'm not what you are in. It's all about a peace. Hey, Baloba.
In a doom, stores ya to doom, police say you foom, and we say soon, Papa, yeah, Papa, depending on high, Washakuma Muma, Mamma Danima, Papa, don't know what you want to Musimugania, BBC. Ghana, it's no more. Peter free me, you made him no war.
So that the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God. Hey, we pray for love, we pray for peace, we pray for unity always. To make our nation better.
I feel like I'll be an atheist. I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba maji hada mabiyata wasa now. Will a doji love for from like a chale how. From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa hamakafu wa she comes to reaches.
If they won't make it be, but if I fight, we they need one of peace. Income, easy with maybe we to protect the nation, but I don't let anyone save it.
About the PP, about our soldier, about the PP, hey, I want to now so they walk here. Mafuma Wabo Susa, Wakasam Chon once, say men bay you some Kenya Fiora, which as if won't pay for Amazon who are when you did your cocoto, a lady be okay, palace, a lady okay.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, hello.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah,
My brother, I like to say.
hey, yo, how's it going?
Now, what time is it? Salon.
Well, actually, it's not that well good, but how for do? We are just managing because Ghana is mourning our former president and Ghana is mourning our former president. So I can't say we are doing good. Yeah.
So, what's the feeling? What is the feeling like there? How is it?
Well, it's been very bad because we had such news this very early morning, and the people around, especially in Zakofo and its environment, the plane, were very shocked and astonished due to the sudden demise of our former president. So I can tell you for sure that majority of the people around here, are not actually happy, especially the market women and everybody. We are not happy because of this, and the Lord claimed that no, it's supposed to be at least wait to the end of the election before he passes on. But God gives and God takes away. So what else shall we say? But we just have to give thanks to God for what happened. Yeah.
We know our former presidents. I mean, how, especially when it comes to Voltarians, I mean, the Volta region, the way you cherish him, though the whole Ghana, Africa, and the world at large will cherish him, we know his contribution to our democracy in this Fourth Republic. And but when it comes to, I mean, let's quote unquote home. I mean, the Volta region, we know Volta region is base, his home. Because, when you cast your mind back, what his contribution to the region in terms of development, I want to, I don't know, try. I mean, like, how will you say, or I mean, what do people say about him? The Voltarian.
Well, thank you very much for this question. Well, it has been hectic, and as you all know, our former president, Jerry John Rawlings, the kind of person he is, or he was to the people of Volta region, especially when it comes to development issues in our region. He contributed a lot, especially the Keta Plau Highway, and a lot of things, and also he used to move a lot of people, those who are interested in various disciplines. If your talent is football, if your talent is music, if your talent is trumpeter and all those kind of stuff, he used to connect them to the various institutions so that they can also further their career and become someone special to their families and bring in income. And a lot of people love him because of who he is. And even at the time that this country was in anger, he came to rescue us, especially the people of Volta region and Ghana at large. So those are some of the fond memories that the people of Volta region used to remember him whenever he comes around. And one most important thing is, he used to disguise himself whenever he's around. You not see him being, proud of or being on top of himself whenever he's around. And due to that, we, the Voltarians, we do love him because of how kind, cool, humble he is. As our former president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana, we are so grateful having him. And it's just sad. It's just sad, it's just sad that we just lost him just like that, because he's supposed to live and then advise, give us courage, especially in this hard time that we are now. He's supposed to live and then see to for himself before he passes on.
But if I may ask, did you somehow met him one-on-one before?
Yeah, last we went to his father's funeral at Ketasco Park. Yeah, and then I even sat one-on-one with him together with one of my colleagues, and then the way he was sounding, my friend was like, "No, the Rollins that we know, our former president that we know, the voice has changed, and then maybe there might be something wrong with him, and just that we can't just figure out what exactly is wrong with him by then." But yeah, we met, and then he shared a lot of stories with us. His fond memories, how Qatar developed, and then a lot of things. So I'm even short of words because I'm just surprised. He's no more. I'm just surprised.
So that was the last time you saw him. Or
yeah, just true. It's at the mother's funeral at Ketasco Park.
Yeah.
That was the last time that we met, and we had a chat one-on-one. We even interviewed him, and then he spoke a lot about his achievements and the way forward, and the stress being going here and there and all that, just to give the mother the victim bearer. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's very sad. It's very sad we lost him. At least, and some people are asking, what could be the problem? Yeah. Why is he no more at this time? At least, the man. Memory together with us that whenever he comes to town, he used to, like I said, like disguise himself. You don't even know that, okay, this is the former president of the republic, and he used to fetch water from the river between Tefle and Nesugakoko.
Yeah.
Yeah, that environment.
Yes, I know his house. I know the house. His house.
Yeah. So he used to come to the bridge and then fetch water, go back, sit there, relax, and do, a lot of things over there. And, our local Abolo here.
Yeah, yes, I know.
Yeah, so a certain friend of him was telling us today that, there was a time that he came to town and was driving a certain car. He disguised himself, even the car. You don't believe that was a former president. So when he came, he was like, okay, let me buy Abolo. He was speaking the Ghanaian language, the Ewe language. Yeah. Okay, Mafla Bolo, and then Neo Drame, and together with the fish, the fried fish. Yeah. That is the Kalami. Yeah. In Ewe, yeah. So his friend was sharing those memories with us this very afternoon when we heard about his sudden death. And then he was like, he doesn't feel proud of himself, and that alone gives us the courage. That alone shows the kind of person he is, and it's a lesson to the rest of us that, okay, it's good we all learn from him. He's a leader, he was a leader. He was, a kind of man that we all, as a youth, can learn from whenever we get to that position. So those are some of the fun memories that we had from the public today.
Wow. Okay, Shalom, we thank you very much. And unconfirmed news I'm just getting is that the former president is also being admitted at Kolebu, but I'm yet to confirm that. I think it may be short. The first former president, Rollins, is also
Yeah.
admitted at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. I think it's maybe the shock of the death of the husband.
Yeah, actually, like I said earlier, even because of his mother's death, he stressed himself going here and there. So some of us were like, okay, maybe because of the stress, that's why he passed on. And some people were saying that, okay, because of COVID-19 and all that. But you know what it is, because as a leader of a family, you know the consequences whenever your mom is no more. You know what you are supposed to do. And moreover, to us, the former president of the land, you have to take the responsibility of all those things and then make sure everything is intact. You do the thing in such a way that people will recommend you for your good works. So we were saying that, okay, maybe because of the stress, that's why you know he passed on. But this news coming in now. Maybe it happens because the love of your life passes on, and you just be there alone. It's very sad and it's very bad, very pity. You can't feel happy. So we just praying that everything goes on and then she'll be fine.
Okay. Salom, we thank you very much for
But
your time.
but tomorrow we'll be at the family house at Jaluko Faketa.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And today we heard from them. When the news came in, they were like, okay, we didn't hear anything from from them, and then we can't confirm whether he's dead or not. But a few hours later, they confirmed to us that okay, he's no more. So yeah, that's what we heard earlier. And tomorrow we'll be there to speak to one or two people. Whatever it is, I will let you know.
Okay. Yeah, Salom, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very sad. Sorry. That's our brother Salom from the Volta region. In your back corner, so all both have some training on my mind. The echo soon say, Oko or Hona, maybe former president, one no, one in I say, Hono as a what on Crofoso. When I'm a fire bottle, with them about groups, agent discussion say, you beyond was Papa is and say, and mammy, we cry, and idea, Buanama. Oh, yes, Salon Crop, actually say, I'm coming in a Kasai, and no, interview in common. How to say, nobody thought that it's going to happen today. But no, natural, nature, a bad, say, the Krumon for fire for na see the Papa city and you be fine. It was so to because me discussing how crown about Okita or Kevio to me driving about so I better Abudu, South of Budu, or back on Nakasano, I don't know about so I better Abudu, Tamu be up and asem. Where Tiamasem we see, na air the monk cross on Begiadi, Ned and Pa until some more, phony be phony be ever confirm more, say, Ampa, you see now. As you see, so Kutubia, yes, second chess, Oba Penny, Nana Kunedu Admiralty, so Yajin on also to Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Young Bompa, my mamma, was a minimum of bias and to our as be bold. Yes, Sarah, the Soman or man of Yaribia, say shop, said, and the man of that and what. For immediate release, Speaker of Parliament Mon, former President Rollins. Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Payne, the leadership and membership of Parliament and class 2 and staff of Parliament have learned with utmost sadness the passing of former President Right Lieutenant General Rollins today, Thursday, 12/11/2020. President Rollins was the first president of the Fourth Republic. He was a great statesman who devotedly spoke against corruption in all its forms. His contribution to our current democratic dispensation cannot be glossed over. His frequent appearance at functions in Parliament were always occasioned with warm exchanges between him and the Speaker, leading leaders and members from both sides of the house. His last public appearance was at the funeral rite of his late mother, Madam Victoria Agbutui, about 2 weeks ago, at which even he looked his usual hale and healthy self. Speaker Okoye and the entire parliament extend their condolences to his wife, former First Lady Nana Kunedu Ajima Lawrence, his children, his extended family and friends, his political colleagues, and the entire nation for this monumental loss. His passing is indeed a great loss to our republic. May he find eternal rest in the bosom of his creator. Signed, Kate Ado, APR, that's Acting Public APR, Director of Public Affairs. Very sad. Mr. Usu.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Usu Mawakawa. What's up? Say, Bibi Aboko there.
Yes,
Say, I reckon I can't hear.
and therefore,
It's a very day. So this was it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. At this time, we have to be see. You can say, "Man, you have from Ghana for you for the year in the man. You have NDC for Ghana for. I mean, everybody. Because also, I mean, of the sum of my Ghana, one sum of Kubi, and I'm a Kubi pet of the sum of my Ghana. You can say, in Yamano, Yamaya home, Yako, but you end on your home, Rassama.
Mafuma Wabo Susa, Wakasam Chon once. Now, so we walk it. Mafuma Wabo Susa, Wakasam Chon once, say, men by you, so killing you, Fiora, we share as if you won't pay for Amazon who are when you be a cocoto, a lady be okay, palace, a lady more care, palace, a lepizuko care, palace. I'm out with you all in him. It's all about a peace. Kebaloba.
Phones in a doom, stores ya to doom, police say you foom, every I say soon, Papa ye papa, depending on high, Mwashakuma muma, Memina Danima, Papa would don't know what he was in room, Musimugania to Sema Photo Gem, Uredo BBC. Ghana, it's no more. Papa Peter free me, then you know it's him. No more.
Every Parliament of Ghana, and it was signed by Director of Public Affairs, Madam Kate Ado, and we have Madam Kate Ado online. But some of you know, Auntie Kate, yeah, Mama,
Yeah, ja. And you may have a woman to say,
I used to do now. I say you're gonna raho.
you're a hopa, and they antiasempa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so you're antiasempa.
Yo, Pacho, I'm about guy online radio. Pacho, online. Yes, I can press release. No, I was saying. Pacho, with me at Tumuka Krama and Edu Hunkomo.
I did tell me, say, and yes, so you said, okay, if I'm a part, I'm more.
Yeah.
Your man pinning that J.G. Rollins na or we're done the bank so.
Yeah.
Na yin na ye ra ho. In fact, papa no you be a speaker kwe be ye speaker yi.
Yeah.
Ye bibia na etu nsafre na o de nije ebeba. Empo ewie program no chamber na. Oba betina ho kopi me time a speaker be eni na ho wo be hia. Ewie na eni ne twamfoni na waka asiri sematere ye na eni na bonko mokaka nti wo hwemfoni a ye de tu ye official page ni kra na obehu se na ye ne no etwitwa mfoni bebre so you be a apart from the fact say oye mampeni dada no baba ye say parliament adamfo we share fourth republican constitution na ono na oye the parent of that constitution because it was under his watch from PNDC dates to PNDC. Now, Parliament, yes, significance a woman say. When the 1992 Constitution came into being, that time and the Parliament too came into being. Until someone, a Parliament, you papa preocupe any opinion na or dahono. No, I will whosome my pa speak okay, there are who ye or can say, 7 mean kaya yaw, but ye member of parliament, Nanyani, baby koya, would for coprania, Mukun. I can say, Nkanya, and can ni time as speaker of the 7th parliament. No, Kaya money be a nanka, a dear who ye. Na akwese bia ye be wi na mfama money boy na sima speaker kai de no osi nyankopon no de ma ono aso na oji na ka se bibia mu no ye fad asida ema twede ampon nyankopon ye beda eredi ase se one ode former president Rawlings edumye na ode ne maaye a obeye integral part of our democratic history. From military interventions to democratic rule, experiences are in free in hope, and lessons are you see free more. Nina, ye, dear. Ebema, ye, kibi maybe kibi amamono, a name. There are who dear, and so ye die, trade a say, or then FM, sir.
No, anticate on Pacho, ye the Sabia say, ye mamma non to anticate nani afro antino. Mote in a yari.
Yantini yari antini baby yantini se oda hompu nanka ya tunipa nanka ya kosrano yani ni baza neto na ye juma wo parliament ho neta mini kasa last week na ye program bi na me friend say ka omra na ombebua no so se me a minute time ayi wo mu ni de enye na wahihye meeting enti okọ meeting mambo ya manese ni papa yare anaasɛ ebia ne ho kra mfa no ne aka sɛ ɛne saa de a yɛ tu nipa na ɔmo akɔhwɛ no sɛ yɛante ne yɛayɛ ante baabi koraa saa
anticate said I was kind of you're out until yada say only akasa or press release
ɛbɛma yɛn nyinaa yɛ ho yɛ akɔ
see that the last day speaker kind no young course of me and Pablo Muyadin said 2020 no there be
2020 deɛ ayɛ den kakra nso awurade bɛkura yɛ mu ɔne yɛn bɛkɔ awieyɛ asomdwee
Your call has been put on hold.
Yeah, that's Director of Public Affairs, Parliament of Ghana. Na yenno edi nkomo no ko say na me kan
the trumpets sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on an honor that we'll never fight again. Cause Ghana is a happy place of joy we should defend.
What's up, motherland? I didn't feel like
Akufa Ado, or Nansa Eshe, Asie. Or no, so say, Vinyambra Kayambonito, Nayan Kanafi, we are the Sequani income, Mrs. Su. Or Mr. Raho, also Fanda, no Fanda, my former president. Oh, Fanda, my former president. I say, President Akufa Ado announced the death of former President Jerry John Rawlings. It is with great sadness that announced to the nation that the first president of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, has joined his ancestors. This tragic event occurred at 10 a.m. on Thursday, 12 November 2020, at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, where the former president was receiving treatment after a short illness. I convey the deep sympathies of government and the people of Ghana to his wife, the former First Lady Nana Akufo-Addo Agyeman Rawlings, the children and family of the late president in these difficult times. I have directed that all national flags should fly at half-mast for the next 7 days in all parts of the country, and have declared 7 days of national mourning from Friday 13th November to Friday 20th November in honor of the memory of the former President Rawlings. The Vice President and I have suspended our political campaigns for same period. Government will work closely with the family of President Rawlings on the arrangement for a fitting state funeral for the late president, and will keep the nation informed accordingly. A great tree has fallen. Ghana has fallen for this loss. Ghana is fallen for this loss. May his soul rest in perfect peace in the bosom of the Almighty until the last day of the resurrection, when we shall meet again. Amen. Signed, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. The TT man say, President Rawlings and so. Sorry, President Akufo-Addo also say, Obo Ghana for nyina kaya na so see a yes Omanpanyin Dada Rawlings akọ ne krechi na assembly si ene ya wada anopa nundu ana ye hima anase se ye san a ye nsan mendu fa me ye nsan no ye ntwe amenkodu ano ye nsan no afafa san so no se na wo twe eda ye nim no so no ye de esu eye former president Rawlings se ye de money ye de su no anase san ye kan no hwe no ye de su no ye ono achi one ne vice president eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on political campaign on ye nyina nso no and now so e dey anim nso no o ma twe asan o ma ba fie o ma suspend sa campaign on ye nyina o mu nyina ba betena fie na o ma su eye o ma panyin Rawlings to kire se Ghana fo nyina entam kuchu na mo no ye bibia wi a abusuan tototo bibia ne o man no tototo bibia wi a be ma Ghana fo ate na ye be sie no o man no be sie no se ne a esi no say if you say oye oman no ajapade nti obompa say awrade mfa na currency na enko endu mra awrade ankasa be fi na himamu aba from na nyina ne na asan ahyia eye krata efi abankese mba ya eye owura eye Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo anensa ehyaase no no hati araho besa su
yes sir
ma akwa oh yako wo kitade am kwante me
wo kitade a
kwante me nyame so no dum dia ye
nyame so ana no ye
yeah
ono de ma nyame eji na ade a
yeah
ne je say we fe ye fan sa nti na mi say enwe Ghana for na say mewe na say Ghana for nyina no ye nyina edi arewo yo arewo pa say
yeah
ayi nyina ye di arewo
yeah
ye betwen sinabe ayo mo be fight lieutenant General Rollins ejuma pa wa ya ma Ghana and suma wa be suma ma Ghana no and Africa as a large the world inclusive this is wa bo ejuma de wa bo bi and wa che say oye state man
yeah
nti na mi say ye li hwe be kan na be kan say nyakoba fa de kra FCA
yo and then me yasanka ebe bobo elections na security or minor security
no problem
na see the idea but yan kan wasam kakra yan kan wasam kakra Mr. Su
yes sir
aya memory day twa mu yi aya yisi Madam Jane Mensah ba parliament na bo be chechere eniama omode atoto kwan mu efa election ye be kono eye ba be koso ye 7 December yi na onyam nukura nim nie na me wo hobi
okay
na me ti obi na oba memory da no na nka say oba yawada but yawada no oba no yawada no cho say oba memory da say yawada ne nsa kan let na ade asasa no no so oni nkra ha nti omotro parliament ye say onyame adoma memory da meba yawada no security couples no ne ada agencies no stakeholders no in about parliament no benya be on briefing ni ade ne de o observation and screen so be ma ne ma mo de agu fam ina memory da no yisi akasa so baye ne ma ne ade o de agu ho no in fact o hwe ne ma o de agu ho ra na hwe ne nkrata o de baye na otumi se metimi aka se afani nyala both minority and majority nyala hu se enema de mamle bi agu kwan mu o ma ready for 2020 elections no me sure say ebeto odwa what be
actually no
yeah
ne be kan say mame no oba parliament say we now minority etu sa free no say so oba parliament na anbo wa ye for 2020 election we na odi insemne de edugu ho na mu nyina mu tibi say ye hwe say ne masifa ko eduru de registration na is ene bi o aso eni nja aso eni no njama kofo mu say no minority in parliament almost say dey be say yetimi mama me yetimi ba na otimi be kire ye enima a order to akwam as ye dey train we face 2020 election we nti no say waba na say order enima a order to akwam na say order be to twa parliament a yeso no ye be hwe yate awo asopemu the minority no na so ni just say yate awo asopemu say ye kwakwada o yeso no say the intimate ima ye da ho na hwe na yetimi bo no because no we mama no here the help of the minority so that she can be to succeed
both minority and majority in Ghana for nyina
very good so you know very important so you be your friend we first building no blocks the most important block building of during for building a peaceful electioneering process because the we should say we electoral commission edimu obi akutune e was how we first say we know that's it this bibi saba na just say onu mame no we first easy no they say we first uhia say so ba parliament na we tumbe dey enema ehia how the gugu akomu no so say obana we first obubum gugu ho so obubum na say gugu na say we question do ha minority baby sawa and say majority baby sawa na e bisaw so say na say obeyi anu yi anu so say so ni susu na e hu say aso ni say na be ya we December 7 for bato ye kokoto no say be asundwe na obi pepe and say be asundwe ye pe no nyina it me I enjoy sa asundwe no for peaceful election
Now what he no ne nsam na me pese me bie wa ha me wo wa anse me pese me bie what he utie
actually no menye ti o mam nankasa no
okay
ne nsem na o kan me se na nyanya da je because already no from Monday ba no na my busy kakra
okay
because of say na ye we ambo bi kakra
okay
because now if
mo microphone concern citizen for freedom and justice.
Yeah, let's say yes, you will be a yes,
so and then anaka muchia Jane Jane Professor Jane Nanu Puku Ajima.
And the FS circle to ne or so if you have a West Uncle in Malta market anyway from Akokasa. Those are the things from Monday no I say we ban and Monday.
May be at the end me internet ne have you about Modiano so concern for so you see chairperson and I never say you see bar parliament no almost say on my near on my can be say even done memory than crown and now by say the final register now you ready a political parties in the form of first no nanka you do elections to say anka electoral commission no omo rent cars among staff no dey run for distribution near there but say no on buy am better cars abeto pickups near there buses near there dey workers near there no be ko aba pickups some be load for distribution near there indelible ink no ink indelible ink no ni nyina aba ballot papers no so so more printing houses some more printing non print on printing no political parties reps need so our hobby security our it's about also see it's about 4 printing houses in a yes ejuma no obia political party be reps or honor security force or biometric verification you know BS or say omato say person be internet ne ha me e wo mayin so or share price na okuti ye na now they share previously not just say amount to me as Wuska Ghana Sikabi because previously now price was around I don't want to don't let me quote any wrong figure but didn't be but not just to me as Sikapa I'm to me as because price now not a ton of previously no and it's a say no to say them so a brand new and also a sign a year Juman 10 term I mean say be a be adwuma ho be chere ade o keka kan nsem bebre me internet ni emwa me anka me be chere o I mean all this are you sure do you still do I mean do you have any oh be a wa ya de onya de anase cause in fact obedu ho no brief here no ma both sides obia eye kumu say ma me no see the anaka e bi dwen anase bi dwen no entesa and ma e ho ye din crofort asema no what do you say consent for PRO
say we
good.
Now, if say we mammy no, or no, of a kind name or no, yet, and then name why yet as a easy chair.
Yeah.
Now, machines now, I say with machines, no, Bibia, and then I could move to machines, no, a bit come, all canon. No, it's not that easy, sir. But we share during the registration now, machines are out with the buyer. Even Harvard College, machines are about. That's it. So we will be so we are cocoa machine and capture.
The same is I can capture me.
And capture. So we are to do a crime. I capture. So we are cocoa. It means you need to go and sit down and wait for a while. Uba, that's almost the trial. That's a capture. You have to go and sit down again.
How?
Very good. So some other places you have. That's a tip to see model photo. That's a machine. That's a Ibuha, who do capture and capture. If you say, some of we could be ID no. That's a capture and didn't capture. That's the minimum satu with this machine. That's the didn't capture. That's the you know these are some of the things that are legitimate things that people are talking about. That's if people are talking about these things, that you need to take them seriously.
Yeah.
So, if you don't take it seriously and you think maybe it's just so it's a mere thing that people are just saying. So fine, that's a good do that's a saying on no wabana wabekano no they say oh bibi come on because the time is too short.
Yeah.
Because at this time no you see if it's over 30,000 it didn't register anymore. Because say we be why if it's a double registration. It is say no we know yet how will you know say indeed it will say indeed you say fast I didn't to drop. Now will be every constituency be and make sure say they will call such people. Because say be how because we call we first center hop. Because as a citizen, it is your duty to do or to vote to elect your leader. It is no why what you say we voters ID because one register. That's what we do. Let's say we didn't register man. No, how do you think? No, those people who act. So you know these are the things that and you man are gonna.
No, se mi ntwa no a. No chese sa 30,000 no. A o mo kan no. Enye se ye yi nipa na fi register ni mo. Ti say bi awo Mr. Sasu say. You know akoye registration na within na pie be 3-4 times. Nti say yi e bi fi so na ka ba ko pe.
Who say I don't know issue or no what kind of sa. Ti say no publish it. Because they publish those things so that these names publish them. It is your duty to do that. Don't wait until cinema emergency we are. No, it is no human error. It is bound to happen. No, some you see. No, God must say these issues. No, because we don't sleep on these issues. So because if it's this and also that because these issues, they publish all these things. So that everybody will know that this is what they have. So and we need to act over it immediately. So Sebese could do election day now, so that people will have the right to vote, to cast their vote. It's very, very important as a citizen. So and as a citizen, if you cannot go and cast your ballot to elect your leader, it's very serious. That's the duty of a citizen.
Okay.
It's very serious.
Now make us printing houses now. 7.
Yeah, okay.
7 printing houses, and if you don't mind, I can give you the names.
Okay.
I'll say Bulk Press, Assembly Place, Fonstart Limited, InnoLink, Yasako Limited, Checkpoint, Axe Commercial Limited. These are printing presses almost printing ballot papers now. And as at Saturday no buy no man random I say presidential Ashanti region completed. Parliamentary almost done. Voter region presidential print here. Parliamentary no wie. Oko Western North presidential ballot wie. Oko the parliamentary are almost done. Nakaka no just wie. Oko Upper East print presidential wie. Parliamentary so no wie. Oko Upper West region presidential print here wie. Parliamentary akaka no wie. Bono region presidential print here wie. Parliamentary Akakra, Savannah region presidential maybe parliamentary Akakra, Uti region presidential maybe parliamentary or maybe Northern region presidential maybe just a regions in the presidential no or maybe I'm printing ballot in the I'm just my distribution grammar security for den etemu be about parliamentary now. In a Akakano, yada as at last Saturday or bar parliament or core parliament, and I just say near canon. But and when it comes to the register, no so on an American say or say Saturday no. Eviano no Casano Crano, now parties need a budget or more confirmed and as a final register on the Hamdo or more hard drive by mobile budget. And this where I'm for say I say why are they? Because previously, the time political parties ninya final register they call everyone has 8 days to elections. It happened at during Afrajan's time. It happened at Yemame Charlotte's or Senso time. Back when 8 days, back when say 10 or 11 days. But we know they are almost 1 month register already. So it's like we have enough time. I mean, political parties no more enough time. So we film. Almost say there be a hard touching, a hand touching. Okay, I do know.
I'm say the mechanic say as a EC chair no or nkofo a ono omoye juma.
Yes.
The stakeholders are very important in this issue. No ono ono kasa utumi kafo no say do why are
they? Le be no kan me na me bisa. Nipa ni bisa le bi kan. Bisa say so on ya do ye hwe sa mienu na betwam ko ne ade sa time we ultimate ya register na bi.
Oh me make say do matter of fact no. That's juma ese o ye no or ye. Sunday because we promise you say she's going to make sure there will be free fair election. Since what shall say if it to prove Ghanaians wrong or not.
Yeah.
This is the time that she need to be on her feet to prove Ghanaians wrong.
Okay.
Because allegations in Indoma we are not no afa ne konho no be ababa no. That's it. I don't think say she will sit down and
oh yeah.
Say
yeah.
in the way so message at least she has a family. She has to protect the credibility of the family.
And the institution
and the nation.
The national alcohol. Yeah.
No, because why are they?
Okay.
Why are they? Now, so no interest in be I say we first say we or make sure say as a letter commissioner, as a letter commissioner, because you have to play your role just without a fear of favor. Because you have to be clean. You need to be clean, play your role without a fear of favor.
Yeah.
And just say you are being appointed by the government of the day. And always say no, let me do something to favor them. You have to play your role without a fear of favor. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
So let me tell you also I decided we are say be back so they be na we you don't show until you see my
yeah.
They so to me tell us because they be who know the mission show all right now so no the life of Ghanaians no is
Saturday say here Juma. Juma. Me ba o Afrajan pa John didn't see so.
Oh, Jerry. Yeah.
So Jerry Tam so yeah so on near your friend saying so friend saying President Kofu ne Professor I didn't want to come to me and you be a man.
Who's we
fast forward Madam Charlotte say and yeah President Mahmoud
yeah, who say we at times when people are calling for change, there's nothing that you can do. That's when people are calling for change, there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
But situation people are agitating, people are eager for a change. That's it. It means you need to be very careful. That's how you play your role.
Yeah.
No, you need to be neutral. No, so that people will not tag you. Say you belong to this particular party simply because they put you there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, I say they are 95% ready for the 95% ready for the successful, credible, fair, orderly, and peaceful conduct of the election in December 2020. Son of kind
okay. James said, "Send all kind of come.
On fire, Juma.
On fire, Juma. And a more no, we need the stakeholders.
Yeah.
So the youth. This is the time that we need to work to empower the youth. We need to empower the youth.
Yeah.
Because youth, say we make little mistake. That's a youth, they go astray. That's it.
Minor say no.
The youth play a very important role in ensuring peaceful election.
Okay.
So that political parties do not use the youth.
I think
for violence.
Next week, the first time voters need to be on their preparation, what they are expecting. First time voters.
Okay.
But your concerned citizens for freedom and justice now. But your most day.
Concerned citizens for freedom and justice now. You make sure say Ghana for money and mama and I say Juma be Juma or Ghana Hana FSA we amuchere adukrom na Juma SSM and that's the purpose of this
group. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is so far membership no ya
oh you doso pa
no mo ye adwuma na say ana say e bi nye adwuma kra na e bi nye adwuma ne nye ya na say bi e bi so yi bi no mpe ba bi na de
actually no pressure better with informal sector.
Informal sector.
Because the informal sector, private individuals are more baby munjuma are my employer for no. That's it says. Then when you say no, nina adada a good. So they go sano. So what workers baby are 10 you need to lay about 8 off and leave about 2 so that you can pay because business is not moving. That's it. These are the things that we the concerned citizen for freedom and justice we are about.
No. More aligned to the political party.
No. You're not aligned to any political party.
You are not aligned to
No.
Because one thing man come across because make sure where you are already for fair wajia. And chinye that obusia. Instead of visa sala.
Actually no. That's what the first say. No, as a citizen, have the right to belong to a political.
Nancy Binya Juma. Is this year, last year, a bonus? I mean, my years has been who?
Yeah, actually, it started 2018, early 2018. Yeah, and I think from September 2017 to early 2018, and as I started here. And you know, I think say the macro finance, and the service the loans, and other banks now, if they call for. They affected those kind of individuals, yeah, because we'll be here SME loans to run his or her business. This is Google savings and loans. That's it. It will affect them. That's it. Because about 334 microfinances and they go 23 savings and loans, and they go 9 banks. That's it. It's not easy.
But don't you also think that banking issue there? Because you come out have because though banks need being good, you know. I'm a victim.
Yeah, okay.
One of the banks, I can't mention the name. Yeah, number was Cow Horn. I tell you, I said, my number, because I said, one time, say, me do Dubai will be sending me a be 2 more when I'm signing every bet and I'll bet to my account to more money. We do say buy and I say, Sicano. But we say, it was also my like, my Nipano public name, Muno Crebo, also Sicano, on far, the yard for fraud.
Never can say.
Because you say it do baby, even sometimes it got to a point. Oka you 1,000 Ghana cedis crown and 500 crown a day. O come and be now, and my police need be able.
Very good.
It's no say,
I didn't know. No, it is the duty of the central bank to make sure that you make the banks run properly. That's it. So, who collapse any banking institution? It is the duty of the central bank to make sure that those things will be done internally. That's it. When it is done internally, say if you want maybe other companies to come and take over the banks, you do it internally. You make sure you revamp the banks or those institutions so that one, because the workers who are working, they are Ghanaians, so you have to consider them first. After considering the workers, then you make sure you consider the customers also as well, because the customer and the workers, they are the eye of the nation.
But yeah, when they say for Sabi, main cancer, maybe say be 5 people to lose their work, and for maybe 20 people to lose their money. Which one will you go for?
Anything make us say no to use maybe 9 billion to collapse a business. That's it. And to use 9 billion to revamp a business,
and to use
22 billion to collapse it. Which one do you think is better?
But don't forget, former President Mahama also did this. He gave them some money, but I'm going to me survive it.
Yeah, the issue is that SAB almost man survival. The issue is that when the current government came, he increased the minimum capital requirement from 110 million to 400. You know what I mean? So it means it is something that has been planned. You understand me? It is, you know, we first people, a lot of contractors, you know, took loan from banks.
You
know, to execute government contracts. That's it. Fine. Workers have, you know, deposited their money at those banks. Sometimes you have to use about, let's say, 1,000 customers' money to give to one person as a loan. Now, when they are executing those government contracts, you understand me? And government is supposed to pay them so that they can also pay the bank. So the bank also have money to pay when the customers are coming for them, they can pay them. That's it. If the government couldn't pay the
contractors and this,
how can the contractors also pay the bank, and how can the bank also pay the customers when they need their money? Because actually, as a customer, not every customer will come and withdraw his or her money at the same time, simultaneously.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes your money can be there for 6 months. Your account can be there for 6 months. You not even touch it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are here, you not even touch it. You see, but the system whereby there will be panic withdrawal. If you cause any panic withdrawal, you understand me? That is where there's no bank in this world. When there's a panic withdrawal, there's no bank in the world who can survive.
So, concerned citizens, what are you doing for them? What are your plans?
Oh, as for concerned citizens for freedom and justice.
What's more Dawson?
But you're Dawson.
Run into thousands.
Yeah.
So
because Ghana workers, they are many.
So what's as a leader, as a leader and as a member of the executive, what are the plans? What are you doing for them?
No, the plans is that we are trying to make sure some of the youth, who have lost their jobs. We need to empower the private sector and make sure they also, when the private sector is being revamped, they can also get employment. We are trying to make sure that some of them to get into this vocational education, so that they can be able to get employment for themselves. Yeah, so these are the things that are on the way.
Oh, okay. So in this, for instance, revamping the private sector, what's are you? Person me who see the way obi bedwani we say say because say say me tuasi ana me ntuafe me menye dwobu say me nsa no adwuma me nsa dwuma ya de ton ni me to me ma.
Actually, concerned citizens for freedom and justice, ye ska enkase gbo ha ye derebi. As I say, wo ye ganani na se gbo ha adwuma na wo ye no. That's it, na se adwuma na wo ye no, na se wo ye no. O we ne kwanso a. That's it, na se wo ye no ne kwanso a. As they say, so here maybe just to guideline be we can guide you.
Oh, okay.
We can guide you so that you can have a successful business. Because I say in business, maybe I can say failure to plan is planning to fail. And this one planning who you end up failing, and you bring a debt on yourself.
Okay. So do you meet Mushia? Mushia na more time Mushia money meetings.
Yeah, actually in time naka ye decision because of COVID-19 we didn't plan for any meeting until say COVID be over. Yeah, because we need to make sure Well, the very serious.
Very pa So me share see that me can wa brand. Is there any advice about the youth, especially because we say non-political? You got for across the but to be sure you so what then I'm more country youth in this time of especially elections
okay, as one
violence and political violence.
I'm saying can say the youth should be careful. They shouldn't allow themselves to be used by any political party. There should be coexistence. They have to promote coexistence. They have to promote what we call non-extremism. Non-extremism. So they can be able to live in the environment, their community, with the people. They shouldn't allow this. They shouldn't indulge in any political violence. They shouldn't indulge at all.
Concerned citizen for freedom and justice. Mr. Dr. Emmanuel Sasuna Ekasano, my church, and Yama, Domains of Crown Vessel Faso, na Omunina, Sebi, Omomonio, Omajuma, Echo, Femono, Ometme, Arevampi, and I say, as I'm Pejom Humbium, T on home commona, ye dino. Say, Yambe no, I be, and mostly na ye Yam Papa Rollins and common into my better. Mr. Doctor Sasu, sorry, Doctor Sasu, then now, what candidate I don't know follow with you. Consensus.
Oh, never catch we Ghana for the consensus for freedom and justice and say, Munya, Akmatoyum. Now, COVID, no, I said them every break. Yeah, said them every repair. Ubi Wakra, nobody cry, I don't afraid Ubi. Yes, yes, and the 10 series, 20 series. Somebody with his family, I can't really live on this. It's very serious, internal. Almost Omani, to Yamiso, Nanyamina, Bibia, and Sonia. The Yamia Duma, after this 7th December election, where you run the same one, it didn't better to Aquemo. So, at least we can work to make sure we have a very smooth way of life.
Okay. You make kind of sound, most or share why you at least I said, one who now. Osi Monday more program. When you are Doma, and I'm a hold on because of the year former roles here. Nanka so prof. Now
because of we first Papa. Yeah. We need Jama, they are suspended for now. Yeah.
But at the same, what for the baby hell?
Oh yeah.
You know, and this for the hell.
Oh.
I'm on wolf, you know, more near across the globe.
Never can say, and this for more if you are seeing do a church Munina and I'm done was say more with his
pepper,
more pepper. The my NDC party no. You may be a Muyama party no. Muyanqua and I'm some way so reward in the bed and a beba. Now this coming 7th December election way, June Bera NDC from Hushim. And we'll make sure say. There should be peaceful election. Yampe we first Basabasayo, values be our this 7th battle Ayakoi. As you know, Utuaba, Konakotuaba, we are Kofi, Tam Swan, as a kind of what be witness it. Now, Asunjuaba. And as we have a security agency. Don't allow yourself to be used by any political party. But you don't know what God have for the next year. Who could judge on us a political party could use you? That's a good exchange of government. Was mentioned. And the civil society, the religious bodies, the NGOs, the think tanks. I commend all of them for their great work that they are doing for this nation. So, Oman Transomanda, despite all this corona, 7 December, Namia Duma, John Jaman Mahama, John Combe declared as a winner of this election. Papa, or Magana for no, or the Tasso, there's no cultural at the mind. Samson obey all Vetra, Manaka, they are going to be Efra.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Emmanuel Sosu Bia, concerned citizens for freedom and justice. Now, you know, Ekasa, you know, Edin Cover or Edin Comer, see those kind of. Or say group no a non-political we are more than say you and my sebi or musicani ade kokemu akamu ni ade o monsan kan no be komunyina bu no amahwe kwan be fa so a omode e be bua won be anche kire ni ade bi person start business we are keto bi kra na bi onye oba bi kra na che kire bi ade be ma na watumi agina so na wadwuma no apega ono hu komo ni didi no Basantre say NDC for the Nyami Adoma 20th 7th December former President John Mahama Samba President TV or no can you na make how on which or say elections here come here gidi me here ntokwa ukoto aba wi a fi ho no kwatena fi upakoti radio edus na we wo a ye bokra petra radio no kra memba abonten kra wo so nim dia obi ba be ya la so bi ahedo bi akoto be yampe gidi kana fie na tie wo radio so na o party din kunuma menko show bi nso menko ye enko show obi ya na se enko sire obi enko tizi obi sana opa kire that's it. Your friend is Sammy AJ and the Jumadine Feno Asami the can and the yeah Papa Rollins. Then some no F in some be brave or say a reward in a Atogana penny, dear penny. A penny na etra or Ghana. Say yeah Papa Rollins. Radiatonsa a friend. Make us say. Yeah, Nyamia next week in so you say any one brigadier on in charge of this border security no. Yeah, and then the Bekasa on security on my security issues on these elections. Yeah, then the Bekasa. Yeah, then painful with Bekasa for elections, both from political and non-political. Because as some yedika elections in one some yedika. A guy online radio, yeah, you to me a radio guy online, any Beka. Sami eje muson fupa medama se e de agro besiano medama se onyame aduma next week e be sign Asia.
What's up, motherland?
Peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpets sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace.